is important for many reasons. For our students, it is an opportunity to look back at the past 3 years and reflect on how much you've learned, changed, and matured. It also signals the beginning of your next journey, high school. It is a time to celebrate and a time to look forward and set goals for the future. For our parents, it seems like just yesterday you were worried about how your child leaving the safe confines of elementary school would do. How quickly time passes, whether you want it or not. Today, you will realize how grown up and mature your children have become. They will continue to surprise you and no doubt test you in new ways. Fortunately, if you stay connected and continue to provide unconditional love and support to your son or daughter, the high school years will be very successful. We will now begin to recognize some specific contributions and achievements of our students.
Hello, Woodrow Wilson students and parents. I am presenting the Dan Donnelly Award. Daniel Donnelly was the beloved principal of Woodrow Wilson Middle School from 2003 to 2009. Mr. Donnelly was known for his wit, his wisdom, his love of music, particularly the Beatles, his faith, and his commitment to education as the key to success in life. Mr. Donnelly is missed deeply by the staff here at Woodrow Wilson, and this award was created to honor his memory. The student who receives the Dan Donnelly Award must be special indeed. They must strive in academics, but also uphold the 6 pillars of character education. This student must be helpful, kind, and exhibit leadership qualities. This year's winners exemplify the traits that Mr. Donnelly demonstrated in his time as principal of this school. The winners of the Dan Donnelly Award are Zariel Milstein and Bardwaj Santharaman Ravi Kumar. Congratulations, guys.
The John Kaca Award. Mr. Kaca was an assistant principal at Woodrow Wilson Middle School. Mr. Kaca had great pride for our school, taking a special interest in its reputation for a competitive academic program and its respectful students. Enthusiasm, dedication, fairness, and loyalty were Mr. Kaca's most recognized strengths. Extremely patriotic and proud of our country, Mr. Kaca also served in the United States Army, attaining the ultimate rank of Brigadier General. The students receiving the John Kaca Award are given this honor because of their school spirit in the form of co-curricular involvement or service and scholarship. This year's winners are Ejitawi Dawit, Josiah Murphy, Sanskriti Nayak, and Riddhi Tomar.
The Nancy Carter Award 2020. Nancy Carter taught science at Woodrow Wilson Middle School. Mrs. Carter was a caring and dedicated teacher who instilled in her students a love of science. Mrs. Carter also shared her ideas about teaching science with her colleagues. The student recipients of the Nancy Carter Award are recognized by their teachers as being diligent students who demonstrate academic accomplishments as well as an appreciation for the subject of science. This year's winners are Megha Ramkumar, Adriana Chesare, Ishan Gupta, and Madhav Mandala. Congratulations.
The George Locket Award. Mr. Locket was a technology teacher at our school. Caring, positive, and appreciative of the creative aspects of learning, Mr. Locket spent much time sharing his talent with students. The technology lab, under Mr. Lockett's direction, remained an active and engaging classroom where creative ideas took shape in construction projects. The student recipient of this award is a creative learner who brings enthusiasm, energy, and a positive attitude to the technology classroom. This year's winner is Samit Gadkor.
The Perseverance Award. This award recognizes that nothing stands in the way of the student who desires to achieve. Obstacles become challenges to overcome and serve to strengthen the student's motivation and will to achieve. As the famous quote states, "The roots of true achievement lie in the will to become the best you can become. We are proud to recognize the following students for demonstrating the resolve and commitment to be the best they can be, given their preparation, motivation, and accomplishments in class. This year's winners of the Perseverance Award are Allison Reyes and Abdurafe Atif. Congratulations. We are so proud of you.
Woodrow Wilson's Virtuoso has a gift for visual or musical expression. This individual is creative, highly motivated, and innovative. In the art studio or music classroom, virtuoso excel in gaining the esteem of their peers and teachers in a respectful manner. In keeping with the legacy of great artists and accomplished musicians throughout history, the following award winners have contributed to our school artistically and musically, as well as their own self-development. The winners of the Virtuoso Award are: for visual art, Divya Tota; for chorus, Sia Krishnan; for band, Rishi Gurnani; for orchestra, David So.
To understand the heart and mind of a person, look not at what he has already achieved, but what he aspires to, is the guiding principle behind this award. The recipient of the Principal's Award demonstrates leadership qualities in the classroom and beyond, respected by teachers and peers, enthusiastic and recognized for being a role model, and having the confidence to be his or her own person. This student exemplifies the characteristics of the recipient of the Principal Award. This year's winner is Shubi Savalia.
The Woodrow Wilson Award is the oldest and most prestigious award given to a student in this middle school. It was created over 40 years ago to honor a student who not only excels in academics, but is involved in extracurricular and service programs, while presenting personal conduct that stands as a model for others. The recipient is chosen through an exacting process which involves faculty nominations, as well as 2 rounds of voting. This year's recipient is yet another fine example of what the Woodrow Wilson Award is all about: active involvement in various school organizations and programs, fine academic record, and a wonderful outgoing personality distinguish this year's recipient as the true spirit of Woodrow Wilson Middle School. This year's Woodrow Wilson Award winner is Joshua Lipman.
Hello, students, parents, and guardians of the class of 2020. I know this is not what you would expect for a middle school graduation, but let's still congratulate ourselves for coming this far. My name is Ram Gautam Sethi, and I'm the Student Council President of Woodrow Wilson Middle School. I am honored to give a speech about the amazing memories the students had at middle school. First and foremost, I would like to thank the principal, Mrs. Blevins, the assistant principals, Mrs. Mendorada and Mrs. Aquino, the staff members and teachers for being our role models. You all are the main reason for our success at middle school. All of the staff members are kind and good-hearted, which makes our time at Woodrow more enjoyable. One experience that we can all never forget is the first day of school. We all were terrified and roamed around the halls like deer in headlights. In spite of that, after we got more comfortable, we formed great relationships and friendships with peers. We are all blessed to have plentiful and enjoyable activities at Woodrow. Few activities that we all loved are BOTC, the dances, and the field trips. These were all wonderful experiences that we can all never forget. Along with these moments came unexpected challenges. For example, we had to switch to remote learning due to the coronavirus. Within days, we got used to remote learning and stayed safe and secure. This moment defines us and our school. No matter how hard the problem is, we always find a solution. And now we're gonna face a new challenge, and that is high school. We should all apply the life lesson that we learned in middle school to the challenges we'll face in high school. I know it is hard for us to close this chapter in our lives, but I sincerely hope that every challenge will be successful. Lastly, let me leave you with this. Michael Phelps, the Olympic swimmer, once said, "There will be obstacles, there will be doubters, there will be mistakes, but with hard work, there are no limits." Congrats and best of luck, class of 2020.
8th graders, I hope you feel a sense of excitement. When you reflect upon your experiences in middle school, think about the choices you have made up to this point. Those that proved to be good ones, as well as those you wish you didn't make. I hope you realize that in the end, it is your choices that will create your future, define your character, and determine your destiny. As you prepare for this next chapter in life, remember the lessons you've learned, and not just the math or English ones. Remember the life lessons: how to be a good friend, a respectful son or daughter, how to be truthful, to value yourself and others. Learn from your mistakes. Learn to say you're sorry and what it means when you say it. Life is 10% what happens to us and 90% of how we react to it. Right now, you are living in the uncomfortable. You are living out of your comfort zone, but out of that comfort zone and out of that uncomfortable place is the spirit that will drive you. In all of human history, great things happen when we have to rise above adversity and we have to overcome obstacles. I have no doubt that this 8th grade class will come out of remote learning stronger, with more resolve and more initiative to be part of the solution as we move forward. You have missed out on events and 8th grade rites of passage, and for that I am sorry. But you have been forced to grow up and be more mature beyond your years. The lessons learned during this time period will take you far and give you the resolve to overcome any challenges that come your way. I wish you the best of luck on your journey and in the future. And I leave you with a poem from Leslie Dwight. What if 2020 isn't canceled? What if 2020 is the year we've been waiting for? A year so uncomfortable, so painful, so scary, so raw, that it finally forces us to grow. A year that screams so loud, finally awaking us from our ignorant slumber. A year we finally accept the need for change, declare change, work for change, become the change. A year we finally band together instead of pushing each other apart. 2020 isn't canceled, but rather the most important year of them all.